Justin with Chevy Nuss. I have some work to do on my wife's C10. I haven't introduced this truck yet to you, so I'm going to introduce this truck to you. It's a 1980 Chevy C10. It's a long bed, and we're going to convert it to a short bed eventually. I currently have the bed off of it because I need to do some fuel tank work on it. The driver's side fuel tank is not hooked up. The previous owner must have disconnected it, and so I pulled the bed to access that. And while I have the bed off, I'm going to go ahead and do the short bed conversion. So let me take you over to the truck. This is the truck. We got a lot of things that we're going to do to it. We've already put some tires and rims on there. Actually got a different hood for it. This cowl hood's pretty dented up in the front here, so we're going to get rid of that and do a regular hood on there that I actually purchased on our Oklahoma trip. We stopped in Adrian, Texas, stopped at a guy's house, and I bought a hood off of him for 60 bucks. So here's the truck. Yesterday my oldest son was driving it and got rear-ended. So you can see these tail lights are all broken up. Thank goodness it wasn't too bad and it didn't bend the frame or anything, just broke the tail lights. You can see the rear differential's been leaking quite a bit. So that's what we're going to actually tackle today. We're going to power wash this rear end, get it all cleaned up, and change out the gasket on it. So that's the project this morning. We got some 2-inch drop shackles that we're going to put on here at some point. Here's the inside. I have some door panels ordered. They're just not in yet. And I got a new carpet kit coming, and we're going to start kind of dressing it up on the inside. So that's the truck at this point, and we'll get going on this rear end. Changed out the battery, and we are ready to take this differential cover off and drain the fluid and replace the gasket. So we're going to get to it. Bolts are kind of loose. That might have been why it was leaking a little bit. But we'll go ahead and change out the fluid anyways. Get it all fixed up. Definitely makes it a lot easier with the the bed off, that's for sure. So that's nice. Deep socket for that one. Okay, I'm going to need a deep socket for this bolt right here. Okay, we'll see if we can get this loose here. Yep. Just a bolt. There we go. Well, I'm glad we did that, because it almost looks like there was no gasket at all. It almost looks like it's white caulking, which, if that's the case, that is crazy. So we got a new gasket, and we'll get this all cleaned up before we put the new gasket on. We'll get this sealed back up. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go get a plastic grocery bag, cover this ring and pinion right here with that, so I can scrape this white caulking off, get it all clean, and get it ready for the new gasket. So now I'm going to tighten all the bolts, get them nice and tight. better than caulking, actually having a gasket in there. And then we also use some of this ultra black gasket maker. So hopefully that'll give it a nice good seal, and we shouldn't have any problems with it leaking. That's the hope anyways. So we'll go through and tighten all these bolts, make sure they're nice and snug, and then we'll let it dry a little bit before we add the gear oil. I need to find a new nut for right here. It was completely missing it, so we can get that brake line back down where it should be. So just kind of snug these up here. Alright guys, I just looked it up to make sure we're good. It's 30 foot-pounds of torque on the torque wrench, so we're going to go ahead and check these now and make sure that we're good so that we don't over tighten them. Okay. That one needed quite a bit of tightening, so thank goodness we checked that. So still need to find a bolt for this, so we can make that brake line on there. When I looked it up before I bought all the gear oil, it said it would take about 3 quarts, so that's what I bought. About 3 quarts, and see if we can't get it all in there. And so there's one. So it said 3 quarts, or until it started coming out of this fill hole. So get these 2 quarts in, and then we'll kind of start on the 3rd and see where we're at. Looks like we got some coming out right now. Let's see here. Let me get that 3rd one ready. Well, it's coming out pretty steady, so I say for now we're good. What I'll do is drive it a little bit make sure it gets all in there, and then I'll check it again, see if I have to add any more. So that'll be the game plan for now. Alright guys, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video of me changing the rear differential fluid out of this and resealing it all up. I hope you guys tune in for all the additional work that we're going to do on this C10. Like I kind of talked about at the beginning of the video, we got quite a bit in store for this thing, so hope you tune in. Go ahead and push that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you tell all your family and friends to subscribe, and put a comment down below. We appreciate it.